Hey everyone, what's up? My name is Ryan, aka Alita Llama. A few days ago, I was browsing my usual gaming websites when I saw that there was a new Uncharted 4 trailer. I haven't played an Uncharted game before. I watched my big brother play it when I was younger, but never had it interested in myself. Shout out to Big Bro Mike. Anyways, I enjoy staying updated on new trailers, and seeing as how Uncharted is such a big deal, I gave it a look. The CGI trailer was only 30 seconds long, but I can easily say that it's one of the best and most impactful trailers I've seen. And now I want to buy Uncharted 4, not because of the game's legacy or avid fans' recommendations, but because of how much of an emotional impact a 30-second trailer had on me. Let's take a look at it.
Nathan Drake, that two-bit thief. Risking it all for some piece of treasure. I guess that's how they know me. How they'll remember me. But that's not who I am.
Product not yet rated.
This trailer expertly gives you a ton of info in a very small amount of time. In half a minute, I learned what kind of man that people think Nathan Drake is, what kind of man he actually is, and what both of these things mean to him. And given what he says,
How they'll remember me.
it seems pretty likely that Nathan Drake is going to die in this game, which has a lot more weight to his words.
Not who I am.
It's the words of a man who knows he's about to die, and it shows another side to Uncharted that isn't highlighted too much in other trailers or gameplay. Yes, Uncharted is about action and beautiful graphics and incredible set pieces, but it's also about a cast of well-developed and complicated characters, and that's what this trailer sold me on. And the amazing voice acting, music, and cinematography pulled it all together. And not to mention the nice little twist at the end, where Nathan is actually trying to save his friend, not risk his life for some treasure. So, using the CGI trailer as a jumping pad, I thought back to some other CGI trailers that really spoke to me on an emotional level. One you probably may have seen is a trailer for Dead Island. In an excellent design choice, most of the trailer plays backwards, from end to beginning, with flashes of normal scenes sprinkled in. The backward slow motion nature of the trailer allows the viewer to discover what's happening in an interesting way. You start with, oh, there's a dead girl, to, oh, she's a zombie, to, oh, she's biting a guy's neck, to, oh, that guy was her father, and so on. And as you learn more and more, and with the sad music crescendoing, the trailer tugs at the old heartstrings more and more. The end of the trailer shows a father finally reaching his daughter, but in reverse, displaying the heartbreaking image of him pulling away, not saving her in time. What's interesting about this one in particular is that the actual game, in a lot of fans' eyes, didn't live up to the expectation of this phenomenal trailer. Just a quick look at the comments on the YouTube video can prove that. The problem was that this trailer implied that there would be a huge emotional side to the game, a side with developed characters and meaningful relationships. But the game didn't deliver this side. It was mostly about tearing up zombies with a series of different and increasingly badass weapons, which is fine. But the emotions in this trailer spoke to a lot of people. But it just wasn't what Dead Island was at its core. Another one that hit me emotionally was the cinematic trailer for The Division. The hook of this trailer is that it's time-lapse with invisible people. On paper it sounds kind of silly, but once you get into the trailer you can see why they chose this. You see the effects a national catastrophe has on a particular family. A child dying, suicide, a once normal life falling away into chaos and violence. It's about tragedy, loss, and suffering. But then there's you, offering hope to those who have none.
Tragedy is invisible. People turn away from it and run from it if they can. And it's hard knowing that you belong here, that your purpose lies amongst all this pain. But someone's gotta be there to pick it up.
The trailer does a great job of creating that feel-good moment, really pulling in viewers into that world, making them want to be a part of it. Whether or not this theme is indicative of the actual game has yet to be seen, but I hope it at least retains some of it amongst the gunfights, loot chests, and leveling up. CGI trailers allow game developers to do something special with their product. For all three examples above, they couldn't possibly have accomplished the feeling and emotion they did with actual gameplay. With CGI, they can make something that shows off how they want their game to feel like, or how their game would be in a perfect world. They can use it as a way to grab people that otherwise wouldn't play their game, and that's a powerful tool to have, one that can be used for good or evil. In Dead Island's case, it created a lot of hype for the game, but lots of people think it was misleading and felt kind of betrayed by it. But I think they've learned their lesson, given that the cinematic trailer for the most recent Dead Island game carries a whole new feel to it. It's funny, laid back, and shines a spotlight on pure zombie mayhem, which is what that series is all about. More along these lines, a game that totally nailed the feel of the trailer to the actual game is Sunset Overdrive.
Cover mechanic, right?
The cinematic trailer for Sunset Overdrive is all about crazy, over-the-top action, fourth wall breaking jokes, non-traditional weapons, and unique traversal around the environment. And the actual game is the exact same thing. They managed to build some hype with the trailer while staying true to the source material. Good on you, Insomniac. Likewise, Overwatch's debut cinematic trailer was successful as well, boasting unique heroes with specialized abilities and attacks, and the feel of big, exciting battles was the forefront of the trailer. Although only in its beta stages, the gameplay is clearly all about the heroes in these battles. The trailers and the game also both weave an epic, save-the-world feeling of grandeur. Bottom line, CGI trailers have a lot of power and utility in the gaming world. If made well, they can build immense amounts of hype for a game, especially if it's our first introduction to that game's world. With no gameplay to compare it to, we hold on to every last detail and optimistically/unrealistically believe that this is what the game will be like. And all of these hopes and dreams can come crashing down if the game doesn't meet our lofty expectations. Quite frankly, that's a lot of pressure, and a bit unfair. But the least the game developers can do is if their game is goofy and fun, give us a goofy and fun trailer. If it's brooding and deep, give us a brooding and deep trailer. Show us something that can't be shown from gameplay alone. Make us excited, but for the right thing. And that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If there are any trailers that you think were especially awesome, let me know down below in the comments, and whether or not the actual game met your expectations. Once again, my name is Ryan, aka Lethal Llama, and I'll see you next time.